To all of you reading this, thank you for giving me your time, your attention, and your empathy. What you're about to read is a story of love, trust, and the quiet, almost imperceptible way betrayal can unfold. But I promise, it will grip you from the first moment. I heard the front door click shut behind her, and my stomach sank before I even had time to form words. That sound, usually comforting, usually a signal that she was home, hit me like a hammer. "Honey," I called, my voice betraying a tremor I wasn't ready to admit. Silence answered back. I found her in the kitchen, leaning against the counter in a way I didn't recognize. There was a strange light in her eyes, a spark that made me hesitate. I need some time," she said softly, almost whispering, almost too casual for what followed. "I think I should move out for a while." The words landed like ice. For a moment, I thought I misheard her. Move out? For how long? I asked, trying to mask the tremor in my voice. "I just need to see if our marriage is really what it should be," she said, looking anywhere but at me. I wanted to reach for her, to pull her close, but something inside me froze. There was an edge to her tone I couldn't place, a deliberate detachment that made my chest tighten. She left a week later, boxes stacked in neat towers by the door, her perfume still lingering like a ghost. I tried to tell myself it was normal, that couples needed space. But at night, I started noticing little things that didn't make sense. Her phone buzzing when she wasn't around, her laughter echoing in my mind from conversations I wasn't part of. I told myself it was paranoia, that I was imagining shadows where there were none. Then came the first hint. A friend, casually dropping a name I didn't recognize. "Oh, I ran into Alex the other day. You know, the guy Sarah's staying with." My stomach plummeted. Alex. A name I had never heard. I laughed it off, tried to make a joke, but my voice caught. "Alex," I repeated, trying to sound calm. My friend shrugged, oblivious. That shrug burned like salt on an open wound. Days turned into weeks. I tried to focus on work, on anything that could anchor me, but the house felt hollow. Her absence was louder than her presence ever had been. And then late one night, I found a small receipt on the kitchen counter. A dinner dated last week at a restaurant across town. Her name was scribbled in the corner, mine, and beneath it another name, Alex. I remember sitting there for what felt like hours, staring at that scrap of paper, trying to deny what my eyes were telling me. My mind ran through every possibility. Maybe it was innocent, maybe a friend, maybe no. Deep down I knew. I didn't want to know, and yet every sign pointed the same way. I confronted her over the phone. My voice shook, barely containing the storm of anger and fear inside me. "Sarah, who is Alex?" There was a pause and then that same calm detachment. "I thought you'd understand," she said softly, almost too sweetly. "I'm exploring possibilities. I need to know if you deserve me." Deserve me. The words echoed in my head, each repetition slicing deeper. I had loved her for 12 years, trusted her completely, built a life together. And somehow, I was the one under trial. I wanted to scream, to beg, to cry. But I couldn't. I just hung up, trembling, and stared at the wall until the sun rose, each ray of light a reminder of the life we were losing. Over the next few weeks, I became a shadow of myself, observing, waiting, piecing together the fragments of a life that had shifted beneath my feet. Friends tried to offer comfort, but their words felt hollow. My nights were filled with imagined confrontations, my days with cold, calculated attempts to appear unaffected. Then the breaking point came. I found a message on her phone. A single line that shattered the illusion completely. "I can't wait to see you tonight. Alex." My hand froze midair. My heart felt like it had stopped, then shattered in slow, jagged pieces. There was no misunderstanding, no ambiguity. The betrayal was complete, deliberate, undeniable. I didn't confront her immediately. I didn't need to. I wanted to see the truth with my own eyes, to understand the magnitude of what had been hidden. So I followed her one evening, keeping distance, letting my heart race with each step. I saw her enter Alex's apartment. Laughter spilled into the street as they embraced. My world, the one I had thought secure, crumbled into dust. I remember driving home, gripping the steering wheel until my knuckles turned white, feeling the weight of every unspoken word, every shared dream, every promise we had made. And in that moment, I realized something I hadn't before. Love alone isn't enough. Trust is the fragile, invisible thread that holds it all together. And once it snaps, nothing can fully repair it. When she came home that night, I didn't yell. I didn't plead. I just looked at her, truly looked at her, and saw someone I had loved transformed into a stranger. I know, I said simply. And in her eyes, I saw the faintest flicker of guilt, quickly masked by defiance. "Know what?" she asked, but I didn't answer. There was nothing left to explain. No words that could stitch together the ripped fabric of our marriage. I left that night. Not in anger, not in bitterness, but in quiet resolution. I walked away, carrying the memories of what we once had, but refusing to carry the weight of betrayal any longer. In the stillness of the night, I realized that closure isn't always loud or dramatic. It's a quiet, determined choice to reclaim your life, to no longer let someone else's actions define your worth. Weeks later, I finally allowed myself to feel again. The anger, the heartbreak, the raw ache, they all surfaced, each one a painful reminder of the truth I had faced. And yet, with each passing day, I grew stronger, more certain that love, respect, and honesty are the pillars upon which any life should be built. I could never go back, but I could move forward, wiser, scarred, but unbroken. And maybe, just maybe, that is the lesson I needed. That when someone betrays you, it's not the end of your story. It's the beginning of a chapter where you finally become your own hero.